All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Back to throw, Newton. Flushed out right. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play to just finish him off right now? Because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Tyrone Crawford. Busting throw to get him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. And it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On 1st down, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Torrey Smith, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Dallas getting the ball again here on offense, and the Cowboys haven't been able to build a ton of momentum if you look at their 2018 season as a whole, Charles. In fact, the first 7 weeks before the bye earlier in the year, it was kind of like flipping a coin. It was loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So I don't know what you make of this team.
You would actually expect that coin to come up heads 2 times in a row or tails 2 times in a row, wouldn't you? I think they will see the second half belong to Ezekiel Elliott because the move to get Amari Cooper out wide should open things up a little bit more, and he's such an impact player, and that's how they play best. Him leading, running the football, and establishing the line of scrimmage. And also working in their favor, there's absolutely no one running away with the NFC East.
Yeah, Redskins and Eagles, they're in the mix, obviously, at the top, but you're right, just above 500. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A give to Elliott running left. And now running right through it. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
47.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. On the counter, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Here you go, 46. Here you go, 48. Here you go. 26.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 22-yard scamper. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina Panthers coming out here, and they're 6-2 right now. They've won 3 in a row. You've been talking about them with me off air, Charles. You really like where this Panthers team's at right now.
I certainly do, because I think they continue to get better on the defensive side of the ball. They've got a rookie corner named Dante Jackson who's really breaking in well. The addition of Eric Reed in the secondary. I just think that this team is really starting to put it together, and Luke Kuechly remains maybe the best inside linebacker in the league. But the next 4 weeks going to tell us a lot. They just dismantled Tampa. Now, at Pittsburgh on a Thursday night game. At Detroit, home for Seattle, and then they have a divisional game against Tampa again on the road. We will find out a lot about this Panthers team in the next 4 games.
One thing's for sure, they like playing at home. They're 5-0 at home after beating Tampa there last week. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man, it's right. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On first down, it's Newton. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Newton to throw. Right's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a big 32-yard play on third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Taco Charlton able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Newton. A quick hitter complete. It's Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott now on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just take.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
There you go.
10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The twop, Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. Oh, now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Forced out to his left. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And some room to roam now. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big run that time by Elliott. 56 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Newton on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Avoids him at the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Newton on first down. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on first down. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, 60 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they don't get the reception, incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, Prescott here to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
you